Video about, well, the X Factor, and I know a lot of you dismissed the X Factor as being terrible for your swing, but this preload that I'm talking about, there is an X. It does help. Obviously your spine's down the mid, that's why I've got my black jacket on. Red jacket on the front, so your spine's in the middle. Obviously some side tilt obviously helps with driver, etc., long irons. You then less side tilt with the shorter clubs because it's more of a descending blow than a upwards blow. But here's where the X is in golf. I always thought it was down on the ground. It's actually from your lead shoulder down through your pelvis, middle of, and it runs down to your knee. Okay, right there, up there, that's the first side of it. Next side of it is down this way, so you can imagine if I had two of those, that would form an X. One of them like that, right from there down to there. Now, what I've been doing, what I've been working on, I'll show you the backswing first, so the X goes down like that. Now my preload is here, but this is happening, this here, which is drawing down that side, which puts you into your trail side pivot, and then we reverse that down that side, right? Try and show you upside on. So if you're pivoting down that way, you can see that there. Now, where this helps is the X in golf, because obviously the baseball rotation, that is what gets every golfer in trouble, and if you do that, you will be over the top. Nothing else. Great for baseball. Whoa. But if you do that down here, yeah, you're going over the top. And what I've found is I preload this slightly to help me actually get down here. Right? So that's me in the top. And then from there, I'm down, and you can see, just like Hogan, this stays back to the target till waist high. Ding! And then everything is automatic from there, and that's why I do that, right? Just to clarify all that. And I know I talk about like a vertical drop, and I know that's causing a lot of confusion. I use the term vertical drop because Mo Norman referred to it, and I thought that is a genius way of describing what's actually happening. What he was trying to get you to understand was to hold that and go to here, and then you can. Now in real time it's gone, but once you feel it and know where it is, even though it's gone like that, you have the power to control it. I know that doesn't sound right, but you can hold, and holding it off isn't the right terminology either. But you genuinely can feel, once you get this and you've preloaded it, and you can genuinely like hold till you can throw with centrifugal force, and that stops you coming over the top. And it also gets you hitting the ball phenomenally well, a lot further, effortless power, and you're using the correct sequence and chain. Right, so if you've seen all these guys that are hyping up the rope drill, that's the exact same thing. But obviously to transfer the rope drill to a club, it's not as straightforward, and this is where this X Factor comes in, which I think really does help with Mike Austin's pivot, because when you're, think about crunching this line down here, right, so you're crunching it down like that to pivot in, and then from here you're crunching it down here. So you're also getting your crunch in, your side lats and everything, which is giving you the room and the power. Some people call it lag, but it's using the lever, that magical thing. The golf club is a lever, and you are giving yourself maximum leverage. You'll also notice that I'm using this method here, which is pure Vardon, right, on the club, right? Right, and this is what Hogan did as well, his waggle, so you can check that you're in, because basically when you're here, you're very much locked in, and you know, that's your checkpoint. What else was brought up that was annoying me? Because it's like you're trying to explain something in terms that you feel everyone will get, right, and grasp, but it shows you how individual instruction is in golf, because you say one thing and it gets interpreted completely differently by every single individual, or 5 of you get it and 5 you don't get it, so it's a 50-50 split. Right, golf club. This is the way I look at a golf club. If it's here, it's in front of me, right? If it's here, anywhere here, it's behind me, right? It's behind me here. It's in front of me here, right? And, well, I'm not interested in that side. I'm only interested in the vertical line, which is running down this side, which this centre part and this need to always never break, right? But your hand should break it, right? Think of it like a vertical pane of glass. Nothing on this side of your body wants to break it apart from your hands, right? And then the club head will pass through the ball, like Mike Austin said. Bang, and it's gone. We were talking like, it's so fast, right? But what I'm saying is, you can actually, once you understand what I'm saying and how I preload this for a reason, because as amateurs, myself included in this, I was, the weak part of anyone's golf game is the fact that the baseball swing is just so natural, right? It's like the axe swing if you're going into a tree, completely useless for golf. So you've got to really exaggerate and train your body to get this. I don't want anybody getting all uppity in the comments, because how Ben Hogan swung and all this kind of thing is getting blown out of proportion. If you look at the still imagery of Ben Hogan in the line, top and bottom, right? When he gets to the top of his swing up here, and then the next time you see him in the frame, his club's gone from here to about, well, lower than that actually, but you notice that that still hasn't moved. So you can argue it till you're blue in the face, but Hogan was doing it, and every great golfer's doing it. Hogan's 5 lessons, the very first one he talks about, in the first 30 seconds he gives away the whole thing. He's standing there and he's telling you to do this and do that, and he says amateurs throw it away because they whoa, 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 and that means they come over the top, and he basically tells you that, but he doesn't go into it, because to him that part there is just so automatic. And once you actually preload and get into this, and you form the Vardon grip, and then you get the waggle, you see there, See how locked in that is? And then from there, well, you see in like real-time swings that, everything's like a chain, a sequence. Everything's like moving, right? And then from there, and then bang. Yeah, and you don't need to worry about like the crunch, the lateral tilt, all that kind of thing, because the longer the club, the further away you are from the ball, right? The shorter the club, obviously, the closer you are. And that basically takes care of itself. You'll find it near impossible to have too much tilt with a wedge, because if you did, you'd thin it into oblivion. Just like if the longer the club, especially setting up like this, it's like the key to a near enough automatic setup and then automatic ride the bike swing. So I hope this has cleared up a few arguments in the comments. Terminology in golf is a very, very personal thing. It doesn't matter what the player is. Justin Rose, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Mo Norman, Ben Hogan, Sam Snead, they would all have swing thoughts, keys, little things that they would have, that they would use as a phrase or a feeling. Every single player will think about those little things slightly differently. Otherwise, we'd all be robots hitting the ball, and that's not the case. No one person, or there's not one perfect swing that you can just go, yeah, that's it. And so everyone will have their own little nuance or slight take on the golf fundamentals. And that's how, well, even on tour, there's so many different swings, but fundamentally they're all doing the same thing. And this little hidden kind of, once you find it, once you get it, honestly, the feeling at the range, most of you that have actually opened up and tried it, I've been blown away with how good it is and how you can take it to a golf course and strike fairways and strike greens with it. And even when it comes to like putting, like I say, that little thing, and then it all makes sense and it all keeps consistent through the bag. That's how, it's so good. The weather here, in case you're wondering, is absolutely shockerly stuff. Supposed to get snow. I'm hoping to play because, I'm enjoying golf so much. This is such a great way of playing golf. You find that without hitting thousands or hundreds of balls, you just go 4 or 5 weeks without playing, turn up on a golf course, quick warm up, and rattle round in like 2 or 3 over par, and you've not played in that length of time and you're striping it, and folk are looking going, how are you striping it like that? And I'm getting that weekend every time I play. People are, because for me to hit the amount of fairways I'm hitting, amount of greens, everything in reg now, it's like going to make a huge difference to my handicap next season. I could see, scratch, not an impossibility, especially with this new world handicap system. Not that I'm saying it's easy, but start playing other courses, getting extra shots, coming down quicker, then getting into lower handicap tournaments, 36 hole events, etc. Playing links courses. The lower you get, the more chance you've got of playing better competitions, better courses, and improving. So, anyway, short, long, I don't know. It's probably going to be about 15-minute video, but I hope it helps you. And comment below if it has, if it's maybe cleared up some misconceptions about what we're all about, because we're still helping the charities, Macmillan, Help the Heroes and Shelter UK. Thanks for watching.